Alright, so I want to show you what the issue is with the tightening of the distributor cap onto the distributor. Basically, and I told the mechanic who replaced the timing belt on it, I said, is this a concern that the cap is a little bit loose? I've got everything torn apart just so you can visually see what's wrong with this. And this was the concern, is that if you look at the distributor, look on the left side here, the little screw that the Hall effect and the, so I'll point to it here, the Hall effect and the distributor cap mounts into is smaller than the one on the right. So you can see it's a little bit more worn out. Try to zoom in the best I can. I'm going to demonstrate and you'll just see visually. I'm just going to use a machine screw and you'll see the difference. So we'll put the machine screw in here. As you can see, on this side it barely fits. So going to this side, see how the machine screw just goes right in? So there's a completely different sizing on the holes on the distributor. And unfortunately, O'Reilly's was the only place that had the part. AutoZone doesn't sell distributors for this car. So that's who I had to go through. But it's very frustrating. I get criticized by people on here. I'm just trying to get my car fixed. That's all I want. And I have people criticizing me. I'm not a mechanic. I'm going through a lot of my own personal shit. I'm just trying to get this fixed. I'm doing the best I can with what I have. I don't have specialty tools. I don't have a jack that's going to lift this car up high enough to even get stands under it. And, you know, I thought I reached out to this page just so I could get some advice, but, you know, you got people on here who are criticizing. You know, I'm not a mechanic. I've said that. I don't pretend to be. I just know enough to get in trouble. But, and this all comes down to having shit mechanic after shit mechanic after shit mechanic look at this car. Everybody said in the beginning, oh, what's your timing belt? Well, I had concerns about that because the mechanic that I did have work on it years ago supposedly put a new one in. But that wasn't the case. So it just all comes down to not having the right person help you out, even when you're willing to pay. And I've already tried to reach out to 3 people that live in Arizona and I can't get nobody to come out here, and I've offered them cash. I don't understand, but I'm doing the best I can with what I have. And, you know, I just, you know, there's people that are willing to help on here that have been patient with me, and then there's others that criticize, like, oh, you should be able to do this. I'm like, you know, I'm not a mechanic. I didn't go to school. I mean, I didn't even have my dad in my life. My mom was sick half the time. So I just don't appreciate some of the people on here criticizing me. However, I do appreciate the people, and you know who you are, that, you know, have reached out and have been patient with me. But, you know, do the best I can with what I have. But that's what the issue is with this right now. It's all torn apart. I've got to open up just so you can see. Hall effect is new, distributor rotor is new, this is a new distributor. So I don't know, maybe it's like you guys say, it's a loose cap. We'll just go and redo everything. I don't know what I'm going to do about the hole because you can't get screws for it, and I tried using another screw and it just, you know, then you gotta pull the distributor out and put a new one in, and that involves you doing the top dead center on this thing. Like I said, I don't have the tools. I can't even get the front tires off this car because they're frozen on. You have to have an impact wrench to remove the front tires off to get to anything. So that's why I'm saying, you know, this can be fixed. I know it can be done. I know it can be done in the driveway, but I just don't have the help at this point. So I don't know what I'm going to do at this point.